And ever since I was young, I was very passionate about capital markets and technology. And started eToro 17 years ago with my older brother. And when we looked at the markets, we saw a huge gap in what we still believe is a big gap in market education and the ease of use of platforms to access capital markets. And what we wanted to do is to simplify access to markets and enable more people to eventually fall in love in capital markets. And we realized that design is a key principle to actually improve and enable people to access capital markets. And ever since then, we've always used the combination of technology and design to enable people to access capital markets, gain knowledge in capital markets, and educate themselves both through technology and connecting with others around investing in capital markets. There's no question about our vision and our mission, right? So I know we want to help people become more successful investors. I know even me personally, I want to improve as a successful investor. I want to be better at investing. So I'm constantly actually building tools in eToro for myself because I want to use the platform. I want to invest. I want more access to knowledge and to investments. I think what we gradually are seeing is younger generations understand very, very well that they're better off investing in the markets than just keeping their money in the bank. Simplicity sort of created a whole new generation of younger investors who can access the markets, who can now talk to their friends and say, I bought NVIDIA 3 years ago, or I'm invested in Apple. And I think the fact that the market has also been on a great run, despite everything happening in the world, I think that enabled more and more people to understand the importance of investing in the market, the value of investing in the market, and more people are now have experience in actually investing in the markets and seeing that it's not that hard eventually to invest in shares. So I think it's building that confidence, creating more tools for financial education, platforms like eToro, which enable both ease of use as well as a lot of content and education, and the ability to actually see other people and see their performance over time builds people confidence that it's not that hard, and it's all about learning how to invest and managing it over time. So I think that gap gradually closes down with younger generations setting up accounts and learning how to trade and invest in a young age. We are the largest social investment network where you can actually see people's track records, where you can actually talk to them and ask them questions, and you can automatically copy the most successful investors on the platform. And I always say the biggest part of the social investment network is not only the fact that you can automatically copy people. So you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to. You can actually see a popular investor on eToro and say, I want to copy this person with $200. It'll copy their entire portfolio. But also you can see thousands of people you can find. So an Italian can find somebody that looks like him, talk to them and see their track record over time. And the fact that we have out of 3.2 million brokerage accounts, we have 3,200 popular investors on the network who you can copy, you can ask questions, and you can see their track record over time. And their profiles are people from the same countries, and they can see that they've generated double-digit returns over a long period of time. I think that helps people educate themselves about the markets, right? I think a big question is what does it mean to be an AI-first company, and how fast can we implement AI in our business? And I think that differentiates startups and specifically eToro from banks, because we're able to look at things that change the market and say, we have to take this technology and embed it in our platform and in what we do, because that's our competitive advantage. And that includes sometimes taking risks, and taking those risks are what in some cases differentiates between startups and traditional banks. So obviously we monitor everything as a regulated that regards compliance very highly. We have a lot of investments in what we call RegTech. So my deputy CEO at eToro, Hedva, was actually the regulator of banks before joining eToro. So we do a lot of work with regulators to, again, educate the market about the importance of technology and how that technology can enable eventually consumers better access into the markets. So I think, again, this is my view, that regulators eventually and companies have a very, very aligned, or good companies, or in eToro, very aligned goals. We want our customers to have better experience, better access to the markets, better tools to enable them to generate returns. And the happier our clients are, the happier we are, because they can grow with us. And I think generally that's always also what the regulator wants.